Hi YouTube, this is Rachel here and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I teach you how to draw a realistic eye step by step with just a pencil and an eraser. So I'm starting out by drawing the upper lid with a very rough sketch. Now you can draw a realistic eye either of the two ways. That is, one, you can take a photo reference, which I am doing for this particular video. I also prepared using a photo reference, and it's the most convenient and easy methods, honestly speaking. The second way is you can either do it through observation, or something that's been in your mind and you want to draw the eye. So going for a semicircular shape with pointed ends for the upper lid as well as for the bottom lid, and going with a very rough sketch at this point of time, because I think whenever you start with an eye or a nose or lips or any features of the face, it's very important to have a basic sketch, like which angle you want the eye to be. Do you want the right part to be above the left side, and different things that you need to weigh out. So very roughly sketching the whole thing out, and you can definitely take a reference and do the same. The eye has a very seed like shape, I feel, and the left edge, the thing that's always pointing out, is very different in different types of eyes. There are different styles of eyes that people sketch out there, from manga to semi realistic to chibi eyes. And now you can see I'm doing the eye, drawing the eye itself, which has to be a perfect circle no matter what reference you pick up. The eyeball always is a perfect circle. So if you don't trust your instincts, you should trace around something to get that, perfect circle. And now I'm beginning to shade, going in with a little more detail, doing the darker sides first and then going in with the lighter ones. I'm also going to create a little thickness at the bottom lid, because if you noticed eye images carefully, there's always a separation between the bottom eyelashes and the eye. So the thicker part at the bottom is just to separate those eyelashes and the main eyeball. And I'm also drawing the upper curve, the double eyelid, as most people would say it. And I'm going to shade that as well. Now, I won't be able to tell you line by line how to draw all this, but I think it's almost, the agenda that practice makes it perfect, I believe. The more images you see, the more pictures you go through, I think you'll get more understanding and ability, to draw the eye as, realistically as possible. Most Asians' eyes don't even have an upper eyelid, the one I'm drawing right now. And most eyes have a very heavy eyelid. And when I say a heavy eyelid, it means like a lot of distance between the eyelashes and the lid itself. But in the reference I was using, the lid was pretty close to the eye and the eyelashes as well. The most crucial part of any realistic eye to achieve the realism is the iris, the small circle I'm drawing right now on the screen. This iris comes in various colors. In the reference I was using had blackish grayish color, and the areas outside the iris are the dark ones, the ones where from the lines originate, and the area in the middle of the iris and the pupil is the one with the highlights. And sometimes you also might see a white patch, which usually means the light reflecting into your eye. I'm quickly, doing the highlights and darkening certain areas. The entire outline of the pupil, I'm making it as dark as possible. And the middle part of it is going to be where the light comes in. And later on, I'll also use an eraser to add the white patch. So I'm going to do most of the shading in time lapse to give it a more three-dimensional look, and come back to explain, what all the shading and the choices I've made. In case you're finding this a little bit fast, why don't you guys grab your notebooks and sit down and sketch along with me? I'm pretty sure you'll be able to follow up with me and also be able to create a photorealistic eye. Now, when it comes to photorealism or something that you want to achieve with utmost realism, it's really important to be patient. You really need to take time and be careful and be confident with your strokes to be able to reach the realism. You really need to build each stroke, each shade, slowly, break it up into pieces, and slowly, layer by layer, build it up. Maybe start with a rough sketch, then move on to a little more detailed over sketch, then finally go into the sketching part of it, then the darker sketching, the light parts, then use an eraser like I'm doing to add the white patch of light. And I'm going back with my pencil to highlight and clear the way for that patch to ensure that it looks correctly in shape. And if any of you out there are trained to actually draw in realism, I think it makes it much more easier for you to shift and try out other different styles, because like this is the base, this is the foundation realism. It's there all around us, and so it's easy to deviate to other forms. If you guys want to check out more realism or realistic related videos, or even realistic eye videos, let me know in the comments below, so I'll be able to create a whole series of them. Who knows? So I'm almost done with this video, just doing the final tweaks. And I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching and staying till the end. Do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more creative content. And here are some final shots of this beautiful eye. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned.